So High Schools Africa has come up with a new program, an exchange program, where for me, why I think that the project is one of a kind is the fact that it is a 12 hours exchange experience and it's captured on camera and it's more like a periodically. And they have maiden one, the maiden show, the exchange program featuring Vanessa who is from Ahantaman Girls. She was picked from Ahantaman Girls and then was taken to Bishop Potter Girls to spend 8 hours with them to experience their class session. I mean, everything that need to be experienced, this girl went there to experience. I'm going to give my thoughts on certain issues, but this time around, I'm going to pick it from the comment section or what people. I've watched the whole of the video, and I've also seen some of the comments, and I think that those comments that attracted my attention is what I want to just point them out and then maybe also share my opinion on it. Yeah, so this comment coming from Emanuela Abuaji says, I love Ahantaman Girls. She was so nice and confident. I applaud her for her kindness towards Abishop and how she stayed kind and nice through it all. She kept her composure and was very friendly through the interview and throughout the whole journey. And yeah, and for me, that was one of the things that I saw about Vanessa that I so much loved. Just of course, confidence was number one, and in confidence, she was also friendly, and you could see that her sense of humor was high, and that alone was enough to get the attention. At least it got my attention, and I loved watching her through. And even when she had to play about the fact that maybe she's here to see if uh, her school is doing better than a bishop, she did it uh, um, in a way that was even attractive, and it was even funny. You get to see that it is not so serious. So for me, that friendliness approach she had for this was very important. After all, that's really the essence of this program. We have the Ghanaian book lover. As I said, that this young lady is confidence. She will definitely go big places. The world is yours to conquer. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same thing. I said I enjoyed every bit of the video, and I love the awkwardness on her face during prayer and recitation sections. Exactly. I think there was some innocence and some honesty in how she responded to um, uh, the prayer sessions, the assembly. Being a Catholic school, obviously the things that we're doing over there is different from what she experienced in school, and she didn't have to pretend to try and be saying what they're saying. So that honesty, that purity is something that got me very much. And this one was coming from Lynn Mens. Um, from Beta, it says, keep this up, HSA. It's a great way to also help students to know more about the various high schools and make their school selection right after junior high. Yeah, and anyway, that's something I can also commend the High Schools Africa for. It's a beautiful thing that you're doing. Again, even though we've had exchange programs in the past, what makes this one exceptional is the fact that it's the audience, or we the general public or the general people who are not in the school, have the opportunity to actually see them go through what they go through, and for them to experience and learn. And I think the bottom line here is to learn, because it's not really a matter of I think it's not a matter of competition. It's just to go and learn what other people are doing that probably is different from yours. So High Schools Africa, that's a good initiative you guys are doing. I was in a Catholic school here in Nigeria for 3 years during junior high school, and we stopped everything at 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. to recite the Angelus. Okay, yeah. So it all boils down to the fact that Vanessa responded to this um, purely the fact that he doesn't know how to recite it, and yet wasn't trying to hide it from us. That we got to feel what she was feeling, and for me, that's good. Again, another person too is saying she was very confident young lady. She's not easy to be in the. It's not easy to be in the midst of total strangers and act comfortably like she did. Yes, yes, so well. I give her that. Great work, HSA. Best production. Proud of Vanessa, and she's very vocal, confident, and intelligent. Program like this will grow and groom our young ones, definitely. definitely. Because um, now I thank God. I think the educational system is such a way that, as compared to previously, is such a way that the younger people are now becoming confident. They're being vocal. They can now express themselves. Um, Personally, I do believe that why we go to school is not so that we go and write exams. It's beyond that. The exams is not the reason why we go to school. So therefore, the purpose at which we go to school is so that we can go to the society, be confident, be good, and be productive. So it's important for you to have that confidence. And I think the educational system now, it's highlighting on that. Yes, there's more room to improve, but then the initiative alone is good. The Ahantaman girl is very vocal and expressive. This is coming from GITV official. I just finished watching Thelma's visit to Ahantaman before coming to watch this, and I must say, Ahantaman girls are so organized. The way they receive Thelma and or Vanessa had to find a way around. That's so not cool. Okay, I have not watched Thelma's own yet. I've only watched Vanessa's own, and for me, I think the welcoming is something that it's pleasing. It's good. I mean, the assembly, and that is to say, the population of Abisha Potter girls. It's amusing. Probably has to do with the way the camera was handled in regards to the assembly shot. At the end of the day, it's so attractive. It got my attention right there and there, and the fact that they even called her to stand beside the headmistress. And you get to see that Vanessa somehow takes the headmistress as a role model, and she was super excited getting the opportunity to be beside that headmistress. And for me, I think that expression and that moment alone, it was also very beautiful to watch. I do think that she was welcomed well, she was received well. I'm yet to see and compare, but without comparing anything, what I just watched, I think she was received well. This is from Stephen Autry. Says, thank you, Nanado, for saving the Ghanaian girl child. All these beautiful Ghanaian girls don't pay school fees. This should be shown to the world. Ghanaian, let's appreciate this education policy saving girl child by this government in Ghana. This is the only one school in Ghana. Wow, thank you, Lord our Father, for giving us NPP government and good teachers to help the government to carry out these policies of educating Ghanaian children. Now, I'm going to pick the side that he's talking about the fact that we are privileged to have good teachers in our educational system. Now, that said, I always get it get me when people treat education from the partisan point of view. Yes, we all get to know that, of course, leaders are picked from that sense. But then when the leaders come in operating, we need to try and put all of these aside. Over here, especially on this video, it has nothing to do with NPP or NDC. So for me, at the end of the day, it is not even about politics. Let's not make it politics. Let's not make it partisan. Especially politics, well, it can run through almost our daily lives, but partisan politics in this regard, education, because I believe that it's been one of the things that has also been hurting our educational system. So I think the focus should just be on education, even if it's just one policy that is helping the educational system from government to government, whoever. All right, from Ezekiel Aban, it says, I was like, wow, when I saw the Antaman girl eating 1111, 1111, aka gobe with fork and knife. We are learning. Anyway, 1111, if you are in Takrady or Sekedi, you get to know that 1111, of course, is gobe, and it's one of the places that we all grew up eating from. So I was curious to know maybe why. Is it just so that they get to learn how to use cutlery set, or it just had to do with that particular food that they need to use cutlery set? I'm thinking that just using fork alone, it's okay, because when you bring the knife, definitely you are cutting something. Anyway, that said, I think it's something that we all learned, and it was good. Personally, one of the I think one thing I liked about the video entirely is, of course, the production. I think the production value, um, the High Schools Africa, the extent they had to go to produce this content, and the program itself, for me, it's something that must be talked about almost anyone in any platform that they can get. After all, the future of our country lies on the next generation that are coming, and they all coming from the institutions that we have. I don't know how High Schools Africa came up with selecting the student to represent Ahantaman. I don't know how, but however they did, I think they should continue. They should keep that one up because we need to have people like that. Because it's not just learning from the school. If you don't get the right person to represent the school and also be the middle person between her school and the school that she's been taken to, it wouldn't be that appealing to the audience. We cannot get to appreciate it because it's beyond the fact that they are going to the school to see what is beautiful there. Now, it doesn't matter what is there, whether it's ugly or beautiful. At the end of the day, whatever it is that is happening there, we are there to go and learn and go and find out why it is the way it is. And I saw her so much interested in the school itself. If there's any question, of course, she asked. I also like the way she broke down the teaching system in Abishop Potter Girls.
Learning and teaching here is informal. It's too informal. Should I say
What does that
so?
mean?
It means that the students, they speak their minds, okay, and there's this teacher, he wouldn't even allow you to stand, just sit and say what you want to say. I feel like
Eh.
he makes the class very lively. You don't feel down. Of course, my school, you don't feel down, but then I feel like this is something, an upgrade of what we do in my school.
The school uses an informal nature to teach, and it's about the fact that the teachers are actually conscious of it. She's saying that her school, they do that, but not at the level that Abishop Potter does, because then the teachers are actually conscious to make the class informal. And come to think of it, that is good, because one of the things that has been missing in our educational system is outspoken. We're not be able to have outspoken student. People were good in the mind. They had good stuffs in their head, but they were not able to express it. And one of the ways to break down is to break certain formalities, make things liberal, kakra, so that we can all express ourselves. And the thought that even if I get it wrong, I am not going to necessarily be penalized or be shamed is a good method. And Vanessa, through Vanessa, and of course the program itself, we got to realize that that is the the teaching process Abisha Potter have been using. And I like how she actually broke it down. It looks like she really understood the difference, and that openness, that eagerness to learn and that curiosity to learn is something that I was so pleased, to the fact that even when the program ended, she wished she was still continuing. So now we have Thelma, who is also becoming from Abishop Potter Girls to Ahantaman Girls. I'll also go and watch that one and bring you my thought and review on it. You can drop your comment on the comment section and then do subscribe for more. My name is Jimmy Kim Anderson. This is the Jay Anderson Show.